the LaunchCode focus is always on solving the tech talent gap. So our focus is not so much on individuals, but on this nationwide problem, which is that we have all these open jobs that are basically stopping economic growth. So every company needs coders, and filling that gap is then a human problem. In other words, we've got these fantastic jobs and all these people who want these fantastic jobs. But LaunchCode is not an educational organization. Our focus is getting people the jobs. So anytime we can partner with somebody whose expertise is education, it's a great match. And the Mentor Center on Del Mar is a place where that match is going to happen.
Yeah, and I think one of the exciting things for us was we try to be more than just a class. We want to get people excited about technology and really have a culture around technology development. So kind of as Blue1647, one of the biggest things that we try to do is we try to inspire far and beyond what most people think of what people are able to do in technology and in development. So we focus primarily on underserved communities and really get more diversity into the technology space. And one thing we were really excited about this partnership was it gives us an opportunity to have a next step for everybody. When you're doing technology training, the biggest thing is when it gets hard, when it gets challenging, you have to figure out what's the next step for everybody. Why am I working hard? Why am I going through this process of trying to debug my code? But then you say that there's a next step, and LaunchCode has been a great partner that we're really excited about because once again, they do that next step, and we want to be able to provide a big funnel so that we can have folks that are really excited, really passionate about technology development, that we can pass them on to LaunchCode so that they can be able to place them, so it ends up being a nice win-win.
Yeah, it's the difference between having a cool hobby and having a job, a cool job. You know, you can have, I've got some great hobbies. I don't get paid much for my hobbies. But if you can actually learn to become a good coder and love it, and there's a job waiting at the end, that's fantastic. And the other thing about the Mentor Center that's fantastic is that we're expecting a huge cross-pollination of different people, right? So if you go into any career and nobody in that career looks like you or comes from where you come from, you feel a little bit weird. But if you go in and you see people of different ages, colors, you know, incomes from your part of the town and a different part of town, like you can start breaking this myth that coding is just for 25-year-old white guys. It's a field that is truly open, and one of the things LaunchCode's been really good at is placing people who don't fit the stereotypical mold of a coder. And we've placed people, across the age and race and gender demographics. It's just fantastic. So that's really positive, and we get that, we get that group mixing together. So, for instance, Coder Girl, which is a great example, it's women only, right? They're killing it, and that's a group that is statistically underrepresented in tech. Break every one of those you can.